What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl Desiree. I am so glad to be here with you in this lovely just book. I want to say it's a book review, but it's really like read the book with me. That's really what it is. I bought this book with my own money. This is not sponsored. This woman does not know me, but many women know her. Many women have been touched by her, and God has truly blessed her ministry because it has most definitely trickled down to me. And I'm in Florida, so the movement is working, honey. The movement is working. This is to do two things. One, share perspectives with you. Persuade you to read this book for your own personal development, because that's why I'm reading this book. I'm also reading this book with another mom, and we just share different quotes that reached out to us, and we just discuss it, that we have reviewed within ourselves or with each other. And I hope that you comment down below and let me know if you're gonna read with me what quotes or statements that she has made that reach out to you, or what revelations have came to you as you are reading this book. So let's get started because it's late. Okay, baby girl sleep, and I want to share this with you. All right. My heart longs to go back to the garden to tell her that she still had value, promise, and worth. So many of us do not believe that we're worth it. I struggle with this, and my therapist would, my counselor always tell me, you're beautifully and wonderfully made. And without you saying that to yourself over and over and over again and putting your heart into it, even if the statement is true, you won't make it come alive. As I listen to certain pastors that have brought revelation to me by sharing their own vulnerability, you have to understand that God made you. Despite your parents' fall or relationship, whether they together, they separate, or how the way they handled their conflicts, God has your name on the list. And as a recovering people pleaser, I used to think that I was born to please others. No one emphasized on my strengths. No one identified my strengths. People just told me what to do. Now, here's the thing about God. God had already put in my shanana. Like, I cannot be a follower but so long. And the Holy Spirit within me be like, no, we can't do that. We can't do that. Then the con is, if I don't do that everybody else is asking me to do, and it don't feel well in my spirit, now I'm disobedient because I'm not doing what he wants me to do either. And it's because, again, I believe that I was here for people, and you're not. Can you serve people? Yes. But it's how you serve. That's what makes the difference. Are you serving for gratification? That instant gratification, that's how I was. Are you giving so much of your love and don't hold any for yourself? Don't even give it to yourself first. And these are the things that come to my mind when I think about I am still worthy. I'm still valuable. Like, the promises still can come true. And I had to understand that my promises will come true. But it won't come true with the mindset that I have. It won't come true if I don't believe in myself. It won't come true. And even if God said, baby, I'm just going to give it to you. Which he does that sometimes to prove a point. I can't hold on to it for the season that I'm supposed to hold on to it. What's an area in your life where you continue to repeat cycles that ends you with feeling less vulnerable? So in the 7-day workshop that I created, it talks, I did something similar to this one about like what are the things that you're constantly saying to yourself, your self-talk, right? What are you constantly saying to yourself? What you are and what you're not, or how it's going to fail because of this and this and this. Mine was, because I never seen my mother do it, or I never saw my mother do it. Listen, I'm country. I'm not doing this grammar thing. Accept it or pray for me. I really wanted the mother for the workshop to just understand that the way you talk to yourself is so important, and that's how the enemy sneaks in a little thought, right? It's amazing how I said on my Instagram, like, it's amazing how the things that you should not entertain, you entertain for, you don't need no confirmation. You don't need nobody to say nothing to you. But the things that your gifts speak to, the things that like the pull in you, right, of good. We asked 11 people because of that self-talk. That self-talk will get you every time. All right, another one. That version of you does not describe to the notion that this is exclusively a man's world, but every industry has room for a woman who is confident that she belongs everywhere God sends her. It's funny that she says this in here because I had a similar revelation that lets you know God, that lets you know God say the same thing. Okay? That's a consistency. Huh? Anyway, I look at it as the children of Israel, and instead of 40 days, it's 40 years. And their children saw the promised land, not them. But when you accept, which is hard to do, to put yourself in a situation, to be in a situation, and God put you there, that means that there's something in your heart that needs to be shared, or there's something in your mind or something in your body that must die. A part of your flesh must die before he can give you the next level, or you can be able to handle talking to a certain person that may need your help, or that you need guidance from, and you will actually have the mindset to listen. And when I understood that God made me like, I'm fine. In case you didn't know, he was always with me. I always had strength. And what I mean by strength is, I don't mean necessarily like the physical. I mean like the Holy Spirit gave me the mental. Because baby, when I'm fed up, I do everything that God tell me to do. But when I ain't fed up, That's when I want to do just a little bit. Like my daughter always say, I just need a little bit. I now walk in the room with my head up high due to the better self-talk, due to journaling, due to exercising, due to listening to certain podcasts and protecting what I see in here, due to the conversations that I'm having out loud, and due to addressing the things that is in my body and what I have experienced. God is so good. And I'm so bad. And when I walk into a room with confidence, raging, because I know that I'm supposed to be here, the room is different. And then there are times when I catch myself change, like I can feel the shift in the mood, because I'm an empath. I can feel the shift in the environment. I can feel the attitude, and as an empath, I want to soak that up, and I'm like, whoa, no. We don't soak up other people's energy. We give them ours, and ours is love. Ours is patience. Ours is calm. If you're not calm within yourself, mama, you can't be calm with your kids. If you don't have grace for yourself and forgiving yourself for the things that you have done, you can't give that to your kids. If you have not really looked back at your life and be like, girl, you were just dumb. And be like, okay, how can we not be dumb? How can we not do this again? And learn how to not do it again. And when you get a little close to it, you be like, yeah, I can't do this. Because you understand the detriment that will come. You understand how you don't want to make yourself feel icky. Because that little instant gratification, once it's over, you back where you was before, and you just like, I could have waited. Anyway. Alright. I got some I hope it's good. If it's good, like, comment, and subscribe. She had the innate ability to touch with a delicate finesse or with a firmness that determines the recognition of her strength. She talks about Eve, right? And I'm not going to give y'all detail because you need to go read a book or you need to go to a book club and figure it out. She talked about Eve and how, and when I think about Eve, I think about the misogyny that I was raised under and how society hates women, wants women to hate women, but need women on this earth. No matter how silly the woman is, she's still needed. Unfortunately, to her own detriment. No matter how wise the woman is, she is still needed. And same thing as a man, but we're not here to talk about y'all. Okay? Okay? We're talking about women. When she talks about Eve, and I realized how I used to hate Eve because I hated myself. And when I began to hear how the way she explains Eve, and she got a whole bunch of sermons, she's always, well, she haven't lately, but in her, anything dealing with Woman Evolved movement, before, she's always discussing Eve. Go check those out. But she helped me see Eve as I am Eve. I have focused on the lack instead of the abundance. And you know what? The lack be like this little bit. And I did believe that I'm only important when I have a man. I did believe that only a man can think. I can't think without him. I did believe that, Eve should have been with him the whole time and this would have never happened. But I do know this. Eve ate that apple and blamed the serpent. Adam ate the apple when he been with God longer. And that family structure has broken. The family structure connected to God, as close as we were, has been broken. Because we still can be connected to God. It's just, God gonna be like, oh, y'all gonna have to work. Faith and work. Because y'all tripping. But this particular quote, get on subject. This particular quote, it just let me know, again, like I was saying earlier, I always had it. In my marriage, I was very timid, passive aggressive, very, yes woman, yes. But as time went by, I started seeing stuff, and I began to say, I am not a yes woman. Not in my shanana. I'm not a yes woman. It was a defense mechanism so that I won't be left alone. It was the training of misogyny. But I began to be like, he looking like, wait a minute, when I married you, you wouldn't ask all these questions. But I need to know. I always want to know. Just like Eve want to know. Even to my own detriment. Because had I asked enough questions, probably got my answer early. If I didn't want so quick to just do and to prove them wrong. No, this would never happen to me. And it happened. Sure did. It happened. Because I didn't ask enough questions. There's a difference, and my counselor was telling me about this. There's a difference between being steady and then being stuck. What's up? Just jumping in live right now. As I'm editing this video, I'm realizing this need to be a part 2. So I hope you are enjoying this read with me review, and stay tuned for part 2.